This is Sitio Sucuri Map by AGROCAIPIRA. I probably said some of that wrong, probably all of it wrong. Apologies if I have. It's 127.66 megabytes to download, and the description says Sitio Sucuri is a small map with smooth reliefs, small properties and a preserved vegetation typical of the interior. The map is based on the region of Rondonopolis MT Brazil, containing 60 purchasable fields, 29 of which with missions. Starting as a new farmer, you will have a small farm with machinery and small implements. It also has a grapevine, cows and chickens. Forest area with reduced price for working with wood. If you need water, you can take it from the river. In the city, there is a gas station, shop, workshop and market. Map has all standard sale points and factories. Sale of grains at warehouse and cooperative. Sale of bales, straw, hay and grass at the Mr. Bales. I don't know if that is meant to be Mr. Bales or MR Bales. Sale of wool and cotton at Mr. Cotton. Mr. Woods Timber Company for sale of logs and wood chips. Sale of milk and derivatives. In the dairy, BGA collectibles are scattered around the map. The seasonal growth plan is standard, and it says new culture added, pinto beans. Awesome. So let's go and check it out. And here we are. This is where you start off in all three modes, and this is the map, guys. So it's not a huge map. If I push out to sort of like the maximum that we would get on console, that is it, just to give you a sort of idea of the size of the map. And as we know from the description, it is a Brazilian map. Pretty small fields for a Brazilian map as well, which isn't very common, is it? We are up here, like I say, by this farm, which you start off with in new farmer mode. So I'll click on that. These 3 plots is what you get in new farmer mode. So the farm is kind of split up into 2 sort of chunks. So plot 1 here takes in field 1. You'll get the farmhouse, the small greenhouse and the chicken pasture. There's also a shed and a workshop there, which we will see obviously. And then plot number 2 takes in field 2 and the cow pasture just over here. So that's that. And then over here, plot 50 is actually a grape vineyard, which is good. Start off with one of those. Very nice. They are separate to buy, so the values for them, that grape vineyard just shy of 72 grand, plot 1 129 grand just over, and plot 2 just over 156 grand. Now in terms of other field prices in things like that, it does vary. Some of them are a little bit expensive. Down here 409,000. Let's pick a smaller one. 70 grand, 270,000, 153. It's quite a bit of forestry here on this plot. 205,000, like so. You can buy all these little plots down here which have got a lot of the productions on, like so. They are pretty cheap. 9 grand, 10, 11, 5, etc. And then any plot that hasn't got a number in the middle you cannot buy. So like over here, but we can obviously buy it around it, and the same there because that's got something on it. But it doesn't always work like that because there's a sale point there which we can buy. So it's a little bit random what you can and can't buy. But there you go. Now you've probably noticed that there is quite a few farmhouse symbols on here, because there is. If I click on one, that is what the farmhouse is. It's the sort of trailer park, caravan, whatever you call that, farmhouse. And there is quite a few of them on the map. Now I'm not going to stop at every single one because they are, like I say, that farmhouse, and each one does have either a shed there or a shed of some sort, should I say, and it will also come with some sort of field. So say this plot here, for instance, 385 grand comes with that field. That has got quite a big area there. You will have to clear a lot of trees, and there is very mix of trees that are in those plots, which is gonna be a bit fun. We've got palm trees in there and, well, all sorts you'll see as we go round. But yeah, there is quite a few on the map, as you can see here, over here, up there, there. Very weird. Also, scattered around the map, we have our pieces of equipment, which again, very odd. Got bits down here, we've got a tractor down here, things up here. Obviously, fair enough, we've got a tractor there ready to go on the grape vineyard. There's one up here as well, which we will look at that one. That is in a shed, and that's got a decorative farmhouse. So even if you buy this plot of land, a farmhouse symbol will not show up. There's quite a few of those on here as well. So it is very random having that. Yeah, so this one's got a really tiny field. It looks like there's sugar beet in there, so it is a little bit random. Look, that is going on. But you know, it is what it is. Right, crop types on the right hand side. If I scroll across, as you can see, we've got pinto beans, which is awesome. We've got a custom crop on this map. What I will say is the colour on the map is very similar, if not identical, to the soybean colour. So plot 6 or field 6 has got pinto beans in, and these others here and over here have soybeans in. Look at the colours. I don't think there's anything different, do you? So whether that will get changed, I'm not sure, but obviously if you're putting your beans in yourself, you know where they are and you know what fields they're in. So that is that. There's quite a lot going on down here, which obviously we will check out. I'm probably going to do like a clockwise tour around like that, and we're going to finish up down here by the sheep pasture. Right, moving on. Along here we've got 20 collectibles to find. I haven't found one yet, but I'm assuming they are going to be the game cartridges. Do start off with a small greenhouse, like I mentioned earlier. That has got quite a lot of water in there, almost full in fact, and someone has kindly started growing lettuce for us. I didn't click that myself, that was already like that. Contracts on the fields. I'm guessing the fields that come with those farmhouses haven't got the contracts on, so that's probably why you don't get contracts on all the other fields. We do start off with some animals. So we've got cows in our cow barn, 30 of, and as you can see they've got some water, they've got straw, and they've got quite a bit of TMR. Nice. The sheep pasture is showing on our list there, because we can use it even though we don't own the land. It will still allow you to put sheep in there, which is nice. And then we've got a chicken pasture, 30 chickens in there. That is on our farm. It's literally right behind where I'm stood, so we'll see that. And again, pretty much full on the feed, which is nice. And if we scroll up, this is our vehicle menu. As you can see, some of the vehicles and pieces of equipment have got a lot of hours on. Some of it in dire need of repair, and some of it pretty much worthless. I did sell off all the equipment to see what the slot count dropped down to, like I do on most of my videos, and I'm pretty sure I only got like 70 odd grand or something stupid like that. I was like, what? Some of it's really nice equipment, but it's just obviously in bad shape, as you can see. I think we've only got one piece there, 100%, which is the water trailer. Right, scrolling on to the crop prices. If I go all the way down to the bottom, you will see pinto beans. So we've got a couple of places where we can sell them, which is nice. Any figures here you can see is going to be what we've got in the animal pens. So the slurry is to do with the cow barn, and then the straw, etc. And obviously diesel, we've got a diesel tank on it. There's milk as well showing, like so. Crop calendar is standard. If I scroll down again, we've got the pinto beans planting and harvesting schedule. That is identical to soybeans. If you look, it's April and May, and then harvesting in October and November the same. So they followed that sort of thing. That is all that jargon out of the way. There is no mods at all on here, vehicle wise or building wise. I will show you the painting textures though. It is pretty standard. We've got animal mud, asphalt, concrete, dirt. That dirt is going to be this sort of reddy dirt, so that technically I suppose has been adjusted because it is a Brazilian map. Forest ground, grass, dry grass, gravel, rock and granite, and again the gravel is pretty sort of reddy looking colour, like so. That is all of that, guys, so we can actually crack on. Let's do slot counts while we're here. So in all three modes, because you start off with exactly the same equipment, the only difference being farm manager and start from scratch, you don't get any land, or you don't start off with any land, but you do start off with all this same equipment, and there is quite a lot there, you can see, which did surprise me when I sold it. Slot count in all three modes, 1062. In small tractors, we've got a New Holland T6 and a Voucher A135. We got the Deutschfar Topliner Harvester, 86 Lizard pickup, a Branter trailer, header for your harvester. Now, if you look bottom right, we've got the pinto bean symbol, so you will harvest them with this normal header, which is pretty cool. Corn header we've got, grape technology, we've got the sprayer, that is on the back of that tractor ready to go at the vineyard. Agromash plough, disc harrow, seeders. We've got the Nordsten seeder. Again, if you look at the bottom at the crop symbols, we can use a seeder to put our pinto beans in. We've got a planter as well, and again we can use a planter to put our pinto beans in. So seeder or a planter, and then harvest with a normal harvester and header. It's pretty cool. We've got a Hardy sprayer, fertilizer spreader, slurry tank with the distributor on the back. Side mower, we've got a tedder, windrower, baler, water trailer and a feed mixer. We've got a quickie front loader and some pallet forks to fit onto that. Header trailer, two Agco weights, we've got a 650 and 1100, and then we've got that Bachmann trailer, which is quite handy to have for bells, etc. Now, if you sell off all of that equipment, you can get the slot count down to 877, so quite a drop. And obviously there's potential to get the slot count down even more by selling off buildings and things like that, but I didn't go that far because, you know, you can sell off all the farmhouses and the sheds on there. It's a little bit too much, isn't it? Right, let's turn around. We'll start over here. So see this line here? If we park a vehicle or piece of equipment just here in front of us, that is a workshop. And we've got our trigger just there for your customization, repair, etc. Some of our equipment in here, run round the back. We've got some round here. The chickens will run round the back here. Is that one there? Yes, look. They will come all round the back here. They are free range, roaming around, which I like. I love that. It's cool. The feed mixer, if I come up close to it, bottom right in the field info, that is full up of TMR, which is nice. And this trailer, again, if I go up to it, is full with pinto beans. So that is nice. We've got that to go and sell if we want to. Chicken pasture is here, so eggs will appear here. We've already got some eggs. They are already there. It's not because I've wasted time yabbing too much. Well, I probably have. This will hold 60 chickens. There's 30 in there. Feed trough just next to it, and as you can see, it has some in there. Do have a dog. I don't know where the dog is. What is the dog called? Cowboy. Awesome. There is our water trailer. There is our small greenhouse. Happy days. Moving over to here, we've got the Oak Belleron farmhouse. So sleep trigger is on the porch. Our pickup's there, and as most of you will know, we've got a wardrobe trigger just inside. And I think if it is going to be the game cartridges, they will appear on that desk or workshop top thing. What is it? Bench, that's it. Harvester is here, ready to go in our wheat field, and obviously this is our other field with corn. We do have a bunker silo, which is handy, and we've also got a jet wash for washing our vehicles off because they are filthy. Fuel tank, that is almost 50% full. That will hold 10,000 litres, almost got 5,000 in there. And then moving over here, we've got our cow pasture. I really like this cow pasture. If I go up to landscaping mode, you can see they can roam all around here. We've got an open sort of barn for them to go. Not only that, they will go all the way up into this wooded area. And obviously we do own all this, so if you wanted to give them a little bit more of a decent grazing pasture, you could cut these trees down, get rid of the stumps, and happy days. Pretty good. Dialogue box is just here. will hold 250 cows, which is good. And we do start off with 30 in there. I'm going to run through quick. So we've got tracks leading to various parts of it. Now, slurry you are going to collect from here. Moving ground. I've not tested this, but I'm pretty sure that is going to be the straw trigger. So we've got straw in there. And then we're going to have milk collection point just here. That is the feed trough. Again, plenty of feed in there. And this is going to be your water trough. Even though that isn't a water icon, I would bet my life on that. That is going to be water. Please, no one message me saying that doesn't work. Because I just bet my life on it. Right, let's get out of here. Will that shut? Come on, I don't want the cows running up. Oh, there we go. Smack myself in the face. Let's get out of here. I think we've covered everything, haven't we? Pretty much. Right, so we will go out this way. As you see, look, traffic gets up round here. They do go very, very slow across some of the bridges and around these sort of roads. But I do like it. It's pretty cool. There is an example of one of the sheds. Let me turn the mini map on. In fact, if I go into landscaping mode, we'll just hold that car up. That has got a piece of our equipment in, which is very random, but we can sell that shed. But this is one of the decorative houses, so even though, like I said, you buy this plot of land, that will not appear as a farmhouse trigger. Just something to note. And again, there is another one up through there, just a decorative one, but there is our fertilizer spreader in that shed under there. I couldn't seem to sell that shed, or it wouldn't let me like that. Whether that one you do have to buy the plot of land, I'm not sure. But anyway, going across the top of our fields, there is a lot of fencing on here. A lot of the areas are fenced in, so that might annoy some people. But we've got our biomass heating plant just there. And then in here is plot 10, which I said. This is our BGA. So as you can see, there is no symbols showing. We are now up here. So plot 10, very, very cheap. I don't even need to add any money in. Just over 40 grand. We will buy that. And now the BGA appears. And so do all the symbols. It is just a standard BGA. There is a bunker silo there. But they are very good to us on this map. This has got silage already in there. If I click on that, it's pretty much maxed out. So we've got digestate rolling around already. So very, very nice to us on this map, aren't they? Right, moving out of there. This is the sugarcane field. Now, am I losing my mind? But I don't remember sugarcane looking like that in its early growth stages. I think that's been done for this map, is it? I may be wrong, but it just looks a bit different to me. I always thought it was a bit more straighter than that. Right, concentrate now. Let's head on down this way. Oh, as you can see, look at that. That is pretty much down the middle of the road. So you will need to be very careful on some of these tracks. You do get traffic coming at you in the middle of the road. Right, into this area we've got the debris crusher, and we've also got a lime buy station. Now there is some lime scattered around, as you can see here and over here, but you will need to buy this plot of land to be able to use it. That's 158 grand though. Quite pricey, but you will get a few trees and that you can chop down, etc. Wow, look at that van. Oh, there's lots of traffic coming now. This is going to be fun. We will get over a bit because they won't. So we will go down here. This is our grape vineyard. Really, really good size. And as you can see, that is all this forestry area that I showed you earlier when we were looking at prices. But this is a pretty good size vineyard, I think. Very nice. And there's our tractor there, one of our tractors with the sprayer ready to go. And just as an example, here's one of those farmhouses. They got a little bit of land around them, and some of them got random sheds. And yeah, there's no sort of what is the word I'm looking for? I don't know what I'm looking for now. There's another one there in the background, as you can see, a farmhouse plus a different sort of type of shed. I'll quickly show you that one. Actually, that one's got a little bit more space around if you want to, but like I said, we do not own this plot of land, but it will let you sell that. That's gone. That shed, that's gone. So, you know, do what you want, plough that through, get rid of all these trees which comes with that plot, but they are a little bit mismatch. So there we go. Right, moving on further down the map, trying not to have a head-on collision. Look how slow that car was going across the bridge. Do have a very nice big wide river, and like it says in the description, you can fill up your water in there if you want. Another farmhouse over there, look, with a shed. Oh, that was nearly head-on. Right, down here we've got a sale point, and this is the supermarket sale point just here. I'm just preventing my notes from slipping off. There we go. And then just on our right we've got one of two fuel stations, which is nice. And then opposite there we do have another sale point, which is just there, and that is the warehouse sale point, like so. Plenty of room to move around. And if we carry on down, we've got sort of decorative house again there, look, with a shed. There's quite a lot of them about. Just here on the right we've got the animal dealer, so your dialogue box is just there. Again, over in the distance, look, another farmhouse with a shed. And then this is Mr. Woods, so technically this is our sawmill. Got the wood chip out point there. Sell your wood just here. If you want to buy the sawmill, just there, and your planks will appear just there. I was a bit curious because you've got this tree here. It has got a collision on it, but there's nothing coming up with the field info. So I did even buy the plot of land and bought a chainsaw, and it won't let you do anything. It is just purely decorative, which is a bit of a shame. I thought they might have been really good to us and given us a massive tree to cut down and sell, but it's not to be. There's our other tractor with our slurry tanker, etc. Now this is probably going to be a bit of right then left job as we go through here, because they are right nearly on top of each other, most of them. But on the right hand side we've got the bakery. To the left behind the building is going to be your pizzeria sale point. Behind that building is the fast food restaurant sale point. And then we've got our shop over here. Your reset point's roughly about here where we are. So you've got a shop and also another workshop trigger down here, which is nice. Opposite us in front is the farmers market, and then we have another fuel station just here. If I scoot up here, go into here, this is the cooperative sale point. Now if you tag this up, I will finish the tour and then I'll show you where we've been and where we go, where we've gone and been. I can't speak today. It tags up in there in the middle of the road, so, but it is this one. This is the cooperative, and right in front of us is Mr. Cotton. So technically this is our spinnery, but you can obviously use it as a sale point if you don't own it. So tip in there, fabric will appear there, and there's your little spanner wrench where you can buy said spinnery. I'm just going to cut you up, I do apologise. in here on the right hand side we've got the grape processing unit, and then we do have round the back, this is Mr. Bales, so we can sell our bales or loose grass, hay and straw, etc. And then coming out of there, across the road just there is the dairy. On the left we've got the sugar mill. On the right we've got the grain mill. Then we've got the tailor shop on the right. On the left just there is the cereal factory. On the right is the carpentry, and on the left is the oil mill. How easy was that? Right, I'm going to spin back round. We are going to go back up towards our farm past the cooperative sale point, which is just there. Sorry pal, I just knocked him over, I think. Such a bad driver. Over to the left you could just probably make out another farmhouse and shed. That has our baler in, I think, by the look of it. Nope, not that one. The next one. And this is pretty much where we're going to end the tour, guys. So this does have a gate leading up to it. Now I spotted something a bit random up here earlier. I wonder if it's still there. We'll come back to the sheep pasture, which is just there, because we do have another farmhouse and shed up here. Yes, it is still there. Very weird. I will show you. So we got kind of our sort of grass work equipment here. We got the tedder, windrower and mower. Farmhouse there. You can obviously use these if you want as sleep triggers. We're not restricted to just one farmhouse anymore. There is a pallet of wool here. I don't know why. Can't pick it up, it's too heavy, but it's got 6 litres in. I was thinking, well, surely there's not another sheep pasture here that's hidden, but there isn't. I don't know why that is there, so grab that while you can. I know it's only 6 litres, but every little helps. As you can see, plenty of grass areas down here, clear some trees as well, and we are going to stop here because this is the sheep pasture. So again, very cool. Underneath this canopy we've got some more wool, but we do not have any sheep in there, so the wool has just magically appeared. There is 37 litres in that one. Dialogue box for the sheep is just there. We'll hold 30 sheep. We can go inside driving, which is nice. We've got a feed trough just there and a water trough. There also is a shed up the back here where you can store some things if you want to, and it's a pretty good sized pasture. They will go all the way up into here and round here. So obviously you would need to buy this plot of land if you wanted to mow this grass, but I would be quite tempted to mow that, and then that's going to give you quite a lot of feed. That is going to cost you though. Oh, it's only 31,500. That's not too bad at all, is it really? Very affordable. So we started off at the main farm. We come round the back like that, up here, across BGA and biomass heating plant, up into there where the lime etc is. Grape vineyard, I showed you that one. We came down. I did fly through, didn't I, and show you that one, and I sold that off, so that has now disappeared off the map. Crossed the river. We saw that one from a distance, checked out these along, animal dealer, and then did all of this, came back, and we came up this way, and we are in here, and that is it, guys. That is the map. That is Sitio Sucuri Map by AGROCAIPIRA. Let me know your thoughts, guys. I think it's quite a cool map, if I'm honest. Quite different to some of the normal Brazilian maps we get. I quite like it. But let me know your thoughts. Always interested to know what you think. If you did enjoy it, please hit that like button, guys. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. That would be fantastic. And don't forget to smash that bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.